Warning.
Please consult your physician before indulging in double-dose digital content. Side effects may include excessive binge watching and long hours of exposure to light-emitting devices.
Hey yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy FILS, and we back at it again with a new episode for Fit with FILS. Now, today we're gonna talk about something really important, right? Today we're gonna talk about. Hold up. We're gonna talk about something that is one of the most important thing to have a healthy and fit body. Today we're gonna talk about nutrition. Now, nutrition, ladies and gentlemen, is the building blocks of the human body. Now, without proper nutrition, your body cannot function at its proper capacity. Now, listen, this is what I mean by it. Now, think of your body as a song, right? And you have in a song, you have different instruments. You have your drums, your percussion, your such as your kicks, your bass, your 808s, and your different instruments like keys, violins, pads, synths. Now, if they all don't come together and is played properly in time, it's not gonna create a proper song. It's gonna be a shitty song if that doesn't happen, right? And it's the same with nutrition, bro. If you don't have the proper nutrients all well maintained and balanced, you're not gonna have a fit body, and that's the end of that. Now keep that in mind, right? It's the same with nutrition, bro. Now think of all these different instruments that I just told you about as the nutrients. Now, if you don't have all these different nutrients in your body is not gonna get that rhythm, right? You need to understand that each nutrient plays a very specific role for your body. And you need that in order for you to sustain yourself. Now, otherwise, if you don't have it in a proper rhythm, you're gonna feel sluggish, you're gonna feel shitty throughout the day, and you're not gonna feel great. Now I hope you have an idea after that analogy that I just gave you how important your different nutrients are. So now you gotta know nutrients are basically divided into two parts, macro and micro. Uno, dos. Macro, micro. You need to keep this in mind. Very important stuff. Now macronutrients. What are your macronutrients? Now these are your proteins, your carbs, your fats. Now why are they called macronutrients? Well, they're called macronutrients because you need them in large amounts to fulfill your dietary requirements. Now, what is the second type? Your second type is the micronutrients. Now, these would be your vitamins and minerals. Now, this is what keeps your body on fleek, your skin looking fresh. Make sure your body is fresh. Now, this is what does it. So, this also is a very important player in your nutrition game. Now, my peeps, I'm gonna tell you the different nutrients that your body needs, how you're gonna use it to have a sound and fit life, because eating right is major key, man. If you don't eat right, you ain't gonna have a fit and sound body, you heard? Now, without any further ado, players, first we have protein. Now, what are proteins? Proteins are basically amino acids. Now, they consist of organic compounds like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur. Okay, now how many calories does 1 gram of protein have? Well, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories. This is so in the future when you have a piece of meat, you exactly kind of have an idea of how many grams of protein that would be and how many calories of protein are you getting into. Now, protein is what helps you rebuild the muscle that you've broken up after a workout. Now, you go for a workout, and this is how basically muscle is rebuilt and you have stronger muscles. You need to know this. So let's say you go to the gym, you have a hard workout. So what does workout do to you? It's going to tear all the muscle fibers in your body. The previous muscle fibers is going to break apart because you're putting your body to work. And once it breaks, protein is what helps you to build new layers of muscle fibers on top, new cells. It's gonna form new cells, new stronger muscle fibers, cells, which in turn builds your body, makes you fit and stronger. It's the ones that form on top are gonna be way stronger. And this is what makes you fit and strong and ready to kick ass. Now, how much protein do you need to sustain yourself? You need 0.8 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight for you to sustain the muscles that you already have. Now, let's say you're a high-performing athlete or you're a bodybuilder and you're always in the gym trying to get fit and you want to increase your muscle mass, your size, and your strength. For people like that, so in a few months, that's gonna be you. So in a few months, you're gonna need 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram in order for you to build muscle. Now, the foods that provide high clean proteins are predominantly meats, such as your lean beef, chicken breast, turkey breast, salmon, tuna, etc. Now, that doesn't mean only meats provide high quality protein. Even dairy and vegetables such as Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, milk, beans, quinoa, lentils, nuts, peanut butter, broccoli, etc. are excellent sources of protein. Now, let's get into some facts about protein. Now, protein is also known to have a satiety. Now, what that basically means is it's gonna keep you full for longer. Now, how's that good? Well, one, you eat lesser and it keeps you full for longer, reducing your cravings for other stuff like sugars or carbs, stops your hunger pangs, regulating your metabolism, mood, and also improving your immune function. Now, we're gonna get more into it, in the future as the program goes through. So this is all you need to know for now. And let's get into our next macronutrient. Next, we have fats. Now, fats are one of the 3 main macronutrients consisting primarily of carbon and hydrogen atoms. Now, again, technical stuff. Now, fats are necessary for a lot of biological functions. Your growth, development. They are your carriers of fat-soluble vitamins. They help you protect your organs and aids in many physiological functions such as blood clotting, wound healing, inflammation. So you get how important fats are. Now let me lay a fact on you. Your brain is 60% fat. Now let that get through to you. If someone tells you that fats are bad for you, they're lying, bro. They straight up lying, they're ignorant. So don't listen to them numbnuts. If somebody tells you fats are bad, don't even listen to them, bro. Block their face. Tell them, get out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. They're not all wrong when I say that. There are certain fats that are terrible. They're terrible, terrible for you. Now, always remember, the key to longevity to anything is moderation, bro. Moderation is key for a long, full, healthy, fit life. Fats can be divided into 4 different types. You have your saturated fats, your monounsaturated fats, your polyunsaturated fats, and your trans fats. If you want to split them into 2, they're saturated and unsaturated. Okay, now what are saturated fats? Now, how do you know what saturated fats are? So, saturated fats are basically the fats that get turned solid when they are in room temperature. So you should have seen, like, for example, coconut oil. If you keep it out in the room temperature, it's going to turn solid. They are saturated fats. Now, a good example for saturated fats would be, let's say, butter, coconut oil, cheese, red meats. All of them include saturated fats. Now, the next type of fats is monounsaturated fats. Now, monounsaturated fats are healthy fats. They are found in avocados, olive oil, and certain nuts, etc. They remain liquid even at room temperature. This is how you know if they have high monounsaturated fats. Now, next we have polyunsaturated fats. Now, these fats are basically found a lot in animal foods and even in some nuts, seeds, etc. So you can find them in salmon, in seeds, nuts, fish oils, oysters, etc. Monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats are healthy, really, really healthy fats, obviously when eaten in moderation. They can help reduce cholesterol, replace saturated and trans fats, which are the bad fats. And now next, I want to get into the worst of its kind, trans fats. Now, trans fats are a form of unsaturated fat, which is associated with a lot of negative health effects. Now, artificial trans fats is created during hydrogenation, which converts liquid vegetable oil into semi-solid, partially hydrogenated oil. Well, trans fats, they're the worst. They're liars, bro. They ain't even real. So you don't want to put that shit in your body. Trust me when I say that. Your body doesn't even know how to react to trans fats because biologically your body has no idea how to break down trans fats because it is an artificial thing. Where do you find trans fats? Well, trans fats are found in all of your regular junk food such as cookies, cake, frozen foods, fast foods, vegetable shortening, chips, everything that you're not supposed to have in order for you to be healthy. I mean, again, like I said, you can have them in moderation. Moderation is key. You need to enjoy life. And me, with Fit with Phils, we are obviously going to enjoy life while we get fit. That's the whole idea for Fit with Phils. So my guys and ladies, always, when you go grocery shopping, make sure you get the ones that say trans fat free. Okay? This is for your benefit. Now, let me kind of lay them in like what is bad to what is good. Trans fat, worse for you, period. Then they're followed by saturated fats. Well, mono and polyunsaturated are great. So trans fat, saturated fat, stay away from them as much as you can. I mean, saturated fats are not all that bad. You need approximately 5 grams of saturated fats in your daily diet for a good, healthy bodily functions. Well, we'll definitely get more in depth with this in the future. So now, let's get into our next macronutrient, which is carbs. Now, you know your carbs as your staple, your rice, your pasta, your bread. Cool. But what are its functions, man? Carbohydrates, basically, what it does is provide you with energy. Carbohydrates are the sugars, starches, the fibers and found in fruits, vegetables, grains, milk products, and all of that jazz. Now, the main function of carbohydrates, like I said, provide energy and fuel for your body. According to Iowa State University, carbohydrates helps prevent using protein as a prime energy source. So what that basically means is your body doesn't depend on, if you don't have carbs, your body is kind of depend on protein to get the energy from. That means which lets you to lose muscle. You're pretty sure how people have told you like carbs are enemy for fat loss? Not true, bro. Not true, but excuse my French, that's alright? You need carbs and a healthy dose of healthy carbs in your diet. Okay, so what are the different types of carbs? There are 2 types of carbs and that's all you need to know right now. Simple carbs and complex carbs. We'll get into its detail later, but I'll just give you an idea. Your simple carbs are basically all your sugars, cane sugar, your yogurt, honey, anything that directly contains glucose, fructose, or galactose. Now, these are your simple carbs. Now, what are complex carbs? Now, simple carbs get into your body super quick, like it absorbs very fast. On the other hand, we have complex carbs. Now, complex carbs are found in starch and fiber-rich foods such as cereals, grains, wheat, oat, whole grain bread, your legumes, and these are basically a good example of complex carbs. Now, this is what you need to know. Simple carbs are absorbed very quickly for your body, while complex carbs take more time to digest and absorb it. This is all you need to know. So basically, they are slow digesting. Now, that is the difference between simple and complex. So simple, digested super quick. Complex, get digested slow. That's all you need to know. Now, remember that I said how both are necessary? It has more to do with the timing of consumption and how you use it during your workouts and during your fitness phase. Now, that's what matters rather than going into not eating carbs. Carbs are very important. Like I said, you need carbs, but it's more about timing it, having the right carbs at the right time. This is what's important for you to stay fit and lead a very, very, very healthy lifestyle. So never say no to carbs. Just make sure you're eating the right amount at the right time. Okay, so we have completed laying the foundation of nutrition when it comes to macronutrients. So just the final bit. Now I need to tell you about micronutrients. Okay, listen, man. We are not going to get in depth with it. But all you gotta remember is this.
Micronutrients.
What are micronutrients? So micronutrients are basically all of your vitamins and minerals. Your vitamin C, D, K, Bs, and B12s, and all of that stuff. And with your minerals, which is your earthly minerals like zinc, copper, iron. And it's so important because you need them for healthy bodily functions. So, with blood clotting, your immune system. Yo, you ever heard of scurvy, man? Sailors used to bleed their gums out because they didn't have proper vitamin C. Even though, I mean, the irony, bro, like, yeah, I get it. Vitamin C, they're in the sea, I get it. But they still lacked vitamin C. You see how that's ironic? Now, you don't want that. So, right. It makes sense though, goddamn. Okay. Okay, so you don't want that, man. Trust me when I say this. You don't want that. So you need to lead a healthy lifestyle. So how can you do that? You need to make healthier choices. The food that you eat, make sure they're clean, healthy sources of food and high in nutritional value. That's the most important part. When you do that, you already cover all of your vitamin and mineral cap. We'll definitely get into in depth about the difference vitamins and minerals and all the micronutrients in the future. I guarantee you that. But for now, this is all you gotta know. So now next time we're gonna talk about something much more important than nutrition. You might be wondering what it is. Well, you'll know next time. It's your boy FILS signing off.
Peace. Can you see my muscles? No, I've become fat, bro, but still, can you see my muscles? Is there anything? Damn, bro. I mean, I can see, like, once I lose that fat, it's gonna cut up. But even though, like, it's fat, like, it doesn't, like... I got a badass tummy, though.